There has hardly been a time in American history where it has been this important that people are reading. And I don't mean reading in a way that we are trying to escape the world, but rather reading in a way that we are trying to understand it. Whether it be reading books to help us understand what has happened here in America, or reading books that are not set here in America, but rather set in countries that allowed absolutely horrible atrocities to take place, as well as some of the dystopian classics that have been inspired by those atrocities, and the dystopian books that are being written today to warn us of the things that are happening right now around us. Specifically, I would like to introduce you to my book, The Crumbling of a Nation and Other Stories, a collection of 14 dystopian short stories. Each of these stories are written to help us understand how serious the issues we are facing today really are. Like the story Love the Way God Intended, where all books that have been deemed unchristian have been banned from school. But one teacher has taken it upon herself to sneak books into her classroom to provide to students whose lifestyles are being banned and silenced. But by doing so, she is not only jeopardizing her job, but risking the lives of her students. Or the story In the Algorithm We Trust, where every person in America is now required to wear a data gathering device in their left ear, granting the algorithm access to every moment of their lives, even their innermost thoughts. The algorithm then uses that data to manipulate and control every aspect of their lives. The story The Termination Bureau, set in an America where abortion has been banned nationwide. However, if a person does not want to keep their baby, they are allowed to sell their baby to the state. The state then gives that baby a series of tests to determine how useful that baby could be to the state. But on the occasion that a baby tests so low that it is determined entirely useless to the state, that baby is then sent to the Termination Bureau. Or the story We See You, about a young woman who was assaulted in broad daylight. And though there are dozens of people there to witness the crime, none of them step in to protect her. Instead, they pull out their phones and record a video to later post to social media for millions to watch, only to return to whatever they were doing before as if nothing has even happened. Or the story It Was Just Another Day in America, about just an ordinary day at school. Every student at this school wears a bulletproof vest, every teacher is armed, and the entirety of the school is surrounded by security. And yet none of this is enough to protect the kids. And so in the back of every classroom are bunkers for the students to hide in when that inevitable shooter enters school grounds. A tragedy that has become to these students just another day in America. If this sounds like a book you might be interested in, you can find it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, the TikTok Shop, and Audible.